So many of you asked about the Akashic records. Many of you know I used to travel to the Akashic records quite often. I did love to go through the records and, see my past lifetimes and stuff like that, and meet up with the record keepers, etc. I was into all that stuff, used to go out of body, etc, etc. You guys know this. So Akashic records, would I go to them now? No. Why? Because you have every single record of every single universe, every single event, everything inside of you. Do you need the Akashic records? No. What is the Akashic records? It's a storage facility for the subconscious data that has been held through time. So, when you get to the hall, there's usually a hall that you arrive in, not always. Depends what part of the records you're going to and what space in time, because the records have changed through time. They were also attacked aeons ago. So it depends what time period you're going to the Akashic records. It does exist throughout all of time. It's there, it's destroyed in some timelines, it depends what time you go to. Akashic records, not important at all. Why? Because you record all of your experience inside and outside of polarity through love. Love is truly as you are. So, let's say love versus the records. Love versus the records. Records will only see up to the 12th dimensional plane, usually. Mostly. In some areas, it will see beyond all dimensions. It depends what part of the records you go to. But the records are essentially part of the superconscious. Could put superconsciousness. That's what they are. This is what records every single lifetime in polarity. Within this universe, only this universe. Records do not exist, usually in other universes. Some do, but not in all universes. So, record superconsciousness. So essentially when you have a lifetime and you die, the records will be kept. It will download into what they call the universal records. The universal records will pass it down to the Akashic records. The Akashic records will record your lifetimes through the superconsciousness, through your subconsciousness. This is your subconsciousness. Okay, sub to super. Super has more than one as well. There's several. But there's actually 13 in the beginning. It depends what timeline you go to. Let's just say 7, for instance, 7 main ones usually for this universe. There is more. It can go to infinite depending on what timelines you look at and what universal systems you're going through. Everything is technically infinite within reality. And reality is essentially just a looped illusion. So, Akashic records. Superconsciousness records to your subconsciousness. Subconsciousness records to the Akashic records through the spiritual plane. Spiritual plane is where you go when you die, and that's what records. When you get put back into the reincarnation cycle, they wipe this memory and they upload your consciousness to the records. Why do they do that? So the records can record it. Not your entire consciousness, just a bit of your subconsciousness. A bit of this program. Subconsciousness is a program. Superconsciousness is a program. These are both programs. So sub and super programs. Programs run, they feed the Akashic records. The Akashic records has keepers, as guides or whatever. These are like security people essentially. Gotta look after the Akashic records, blah 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 blah. They have a role, they have a job, an illusion. It's, they're stuck in their own illusion of wanting to be record keepers, but that's fine. We're stuck in the illusion of wanting to be human on Earth. So that's fair enough for them. How does this differ from love? You go to love, programs do not exist in love. Okay? Subconscious, superconscious does not exist in love. It doesn't. That's a program, a concept created by a being outside of love. They stepped out of that which they truly are into, you could say, a fake reality, and they started to pretend to be something they're not, and through that they created something that is not technically real, essentially. Like the superconscious is a program, it was created, it was coded. We can go into that later, that's just a codex system. Codex systems run through every single reality pretty much because the whole multiverse is run through codes. I'm not going to go into codex systems because it's going to confuse the hell out of you and it's not really beneficial, it's nonsense anyways. All that's important is love. So, codes do exist within love, but not in the same way. Love is its own reality, its own creation. Love is creation in itself. It created everything that exists within this now moment, within this illusionary space also. But we're so disillusioned of that which we are, that we're stuck in this illusion, believing we're something we're not. So Akashic records do not exist within love, okay? Akashic records, you don't need them. When you get to love, you see everything. Multiverse. Universe. Planet. Realm, or whatever. Planet, round, planet, whatever. You see realms in between them as well. Like the spiritual realm, for instance, you'll see that in between the universes usually. It's kind of above is how I see it, but yeah, you can see it in different ways. It's all illusion anyways, it's not even real. Love is real. So, when you view like this, like I did from love, you connect with love, into love, you see the multiverse like this, you can zoom in and you can watch this version of self having this lifetime. You can watch this version of self having this lifetime. You can watch this version of self having this lifetime. This version of self having this lifetime. And then you can actually watch millions. Say I'm watching 2 million versions of self. I know this sounds absolutely insane, but I did it. I can't even explain it. It's like when you connect with love, you see everything at once. And you can view it all at once. And it's like you're watching it all at once through like trillions of viewpoints. It's very difficult to explain. So you're looking at 2 million lifetimes. What do you need the Akashic records for? There's no need for them. There's zero need for the Akashic records at all. The only need for that is for the superconscious in this programmed state of reality to record so that you can, if you begin to wake up in a lifetime, begin to, get your records back and believe in some sort of other nonsense like the spirituality and stuff like that. There's no real need for any of this. There's no need for any of this. When you connect with this is all you truly need. You see everything. You understand everything. You don't need any of this. It's pointless. Akashic records. So for all that's asking about the Akashic records, pointless. Absolutely pointless. You're only going to see this universe and a few other universes down anyways. And the Akashic records. Here you're going to see all of the universes. You're going to see all your lifetimes. You're going to see everything. You don't need to take out a book. You don't need to ask the Akashic record keeper, oh, can I see this or that? And some parts they won't allow you to see because they're blocked off. I've had that before. I've gone to want to see a lifetime and they said you can't. It's blocked off or something happened to it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Here you can see everything. You don't need to deal with record keepers. You become you and you deal with yourself. You don't deal with some illusionary dude trying to be a record keeper. Does this make sense? I hope that helps. Much love, everyone. Much love.